What is so interesting about visiting Qatar? Many of you have been asking me that question, or many of you at times you ask that question. For those that have not visited the small Gulf countries, you definitely ask yourself a question, or you ask a colleague who is already in the country to try to let you know what is so interesting about Qatar. Yes. What is so interesting about visiting Qatar? Many of you have been asking me that question, or many of you at times you ask that question. For those that have not visited the small Gulf countries, you definitely ask yourself a question, or you ask a colleague who is already in the country to try to let you know what is so interesting about Qatar. Yes. Don't wait for him or don't wait for her to tell you what's all about interesting Qatar. In this video, I can let you know what is so interesting, the places you can visit that are so beautiful that you don't even have to pay a single amount of money. By the way, is it your first time to come across? I am Mix. Don't hesitate to give me a subscribe. Don't hesitate to share, follow. Also, follow my other account, that is a Mix Creation TV. Yes, visiting Qatar is fascinating because it offers a unique mix of what called modern luxury, rich culture, and authentic Arabic traditions, all in one small but vibrant country. Here are some of the most interesting things about visiting Qatar. Yes, one is what we call a blend tradition and modernity. Qatar's beautiful combined old and new. You'll see futuristic skyscrapers standing beside traditional supermarkets, historic ports, and also a place where modern lives the deep meets what we call the deep culture roots. Yes, the stunning architecture skylines, the Doha skyline is one of the most impressive in the world, especially at night. Ionic buildings like the Ronaldo Tower, Qatar Towers, and the Museum of Islamic Art showcase both what we call the modern and cultural way. Yes, a very big question that is asked again, the Doha Corniche, the beautiful Corniche beaches and what we call beaches like Qatar beach. Most of you, those who have gone to Qatar, the Sea Line Beach, the Frat Beach, offer what you call relaxing views, water sports, great picnic spots, perfect for residents, and also what you call a tourist alike. However, let me try to go to what you call the Corniche. Yes, most of you have been asking me, what is the Corniche? What is the Doha Corniche? Yes, remember the Doha Corniche is one of the most iconic landmarks in Qatar. A beautiful crescent-shaped waterfront permit that stretches about 7 kilometers along Doha Bay. From the Sheraton Hotel Park in the north of the Museum of Islamic Art Park. In the south, it's one of the most popular public spaces in the city, attracting what we call both local visitors each day for leisure, exercise, and what we call sighting. Yes, here is just the breakdown of what it is and some interesting facts that make it special, especially for the residents. By the way, are you planning to come to Qatar? It's one of the places on your bucket list that you cannot fail to visit, free of charge, using what we call a metro card of Monitorial directly out of the metro. You definitely be to the Corniche. Yes, when you look at what is the Doha Corniche, Doha Corniche is just a scenic coastal walkway lined in what we call the palm trees, parks, and green spaces. A major recreation center for walking, jogging, cycling, family picnics. Offers stunning views of the Doha skylines, especially at sunrise and sunset. A cultural and what we call a social hub, often hosting festivals, parades, and public events. What are some of the interesting facts for residents? It's the heart of what we call the city transformation. The Corniche was developed in 1970 and early 1980s when Qatar began modernizing. For a long time residents, it is a symbol of Doha evolution from what we call a small coastal to what we call a global city. They're perfect for exercise and relaxation. Local love to jog, walk, cycle along the 7-kilometer path, especially in the cooler evening. It is also a popular spot for family picnics, kayaking, flying, and what we call robalindi. Let us look at what we call the panoramic city views. Yes, most of you will agree the Corniche offers some of the basic views of Doha West Bay skyline, especially at night when the skyscrapers light up with what we call colorful displays. Cultural highlights nearby, along we have the Corniche, you'll find landmarks like the Museum of Islamic Art, that's the Mia, Qatar National Museum, the Royal Palace, making it scenic and making it education stroll. The traditional door boats, wooden door boats line the Corniche waters, offering what we call the short cruises for residents. Those boats are a reminder of Qatar's pearl diving and fishing heritage. The National Day celebrations, yes, you'll agree me, every December 18th, the Corniche becomes the center of Qatar National Day. Parades, fireworks, attracting thousands of what we call residents and visitors. Then let's look at the environment oasis. Yes, despite being in a desert city, the Corniche features longish, greenish, making it a refreshing escape for urban life. Residents appreciate a clean, air-conditioned and open space for relaxing. It's a popular photo and picnic spot. Yes, most of the families, couples and fitness enthusiasts often gather here to sunset photos, outdoor meals, or just enjoy the sea breeze. Yes, what activities you can do? There's a lot of activities definitely you can do in the Corniche. Walking and jogging. The Corniche has 7-kilometer long pathway. Yes, perfect for walking, jogging. Many reasons exercise here. We have cycling, roll riding, yes, picnicking and relaxing, yes, boarding rides, yes, sightseeing and photography, visiting the nearby attraction like for example the Museum of Islamic Art, as I mentioned, National Museum of Qatar, the Royal Palace, the Sheraton Park. Yes, watching events and celebration is also part of the activities. For some of you, you'll agree with me, it's a very good place for you. The Corniche, the main venue for the Qatar National Day parades, fireworks and the sports. By the way, are you planning to Qatar or it will be the first time to visit Qatar? You can visit the Corniche. You'll definitely understand exactly what I'm talking about and what all this place looks like. Yes, I can't fail to remind, this is your first time to come across Anya Mix. I'm in Qatar trying to show you most of those beautiful spots that you can visit free of charge. Feel free to subscribe, feel free to support. Thank you so much. See you again in another video, yet as we are discovering more of these hidden gems in Qatar, most beautiful places, or those places that definitely can make up what you call your bucket list. Thank you so much. See you again in yet another video. Remember, it's always make Aya Mix from the Aya Mix and from the Mix Creation TV. Thank you so much. See you again in the next video.